So I'm going to talk to you about a little bit how like scales go and stuff. So a major scale, the way most people remember, is whole, whole, half, whole, 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 half. And what does that mean? Okay, so we'll say you're doing an E scale. It would go. See, obviously you'd start on an E for a major E scale, right? And a scale will take you through an octave. So you're going to go from E down, 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 and you're going to end on an E. Hopefully that's spaced right. Okay, so the way you would go through notes in a scale, you can say it's either a whole step or a half step. Okay, so a whole step is kind of like 2 frets on a guitar. Okay, so like going from E to F sharp, or going from F to G, or going from A to B, or going from B to C sharp. That's a whole step. But a half step is just 1 fret on a guitar. It's just 1 semitone. Okay, and so that's like going from E to F, or from F to F sharp, or from B flat to B, or B to C, or E to F. So I think I already said that. Anyway, so when you're doing scales, a way that a lot of people remember it is whole, whole, half, whole, 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 half. And that's how many semitones it is. So you go up 1 whole semitone, F sharp. So that's 1 down, whole. So you go up 2 more frets. What am I writing? Go up 2 more frets. Forget that. G sharp. So boom, and then A is a half. So it's like going up 2 frets, 2 frets, 1 fret. Okay, and then whole, whole, whole. So A to B, B to C sharp, C sharp to D sharp or E flat, and then that last half is up to E. Okay, and yeah, I gave myself too much room. Okay, so that's how your E scale would go, and you can do that for anything. So we're gonna pretend like I can erase quickly. I'm just gonna cut this out, I think. Alright, so I'm gonna let you do it. I'm gonna pick kind of a yuckier scale. Okay, we'll still do a major scale, but we'll do it in A. Okay, so A is going to have whole, whole, half, whole, 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 half, and that last half should take you to A. Alright, so you can also call all of these, you can assign them all a number, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 1. Okay, so why did I put 1 at the end? Why didn't I go to 8? Well, A is 1. A is 1. A can't be 1 and 8, so you make it 1. So, that tells you you've gone through an octave when you've gone up to 1. And you can use these to refer to chords. I won't get into that yet. Like if you're playing in the key of A, you could say it's a 1, 4, 5 progression. That's a real common one, you know. And that's just saying that you have an A, D, E progression. And so if you're going to fill this one in, you go A, you got whole, whole, half. So whole, whole, half. Okay? And then whole, 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 half. Okay? So this will kind of help a little bit. Most chords, if you're playing on piano, they'll have a 1, a 3, a 5, and a 1, and that'll make like a major chord like on a keyboard. So if you're wanting to say you're playing a major chord, it's going to have an A in it. It's going to have a C sharp in it. It's going to have an E in it. So remember when I taught you the A chord, it had an open A string, so you got this one down. And then you went down to the D string and you played the 2nd fret. So 2nd fret of D string is an E. Look at it, there it is. and then you go down to the G string and you played the 2nd fret, and that was an A, that was this one. And then you went down to the B string and played the 2nd fret, C sharp. Okay, so that's how you can make chords out of that, and that's a major chord from the major scale. Okay, so if you wanted to make it a minor chord, you take the 3rd. So whatever your scale is, you would take your 3rd and you bring it down half a step, so you bring it to a C. Okay, so now it's just a C. Alright, so when you have this chord, rather than playing the 2nd fret of the B string, you just play the 1st fret, and now you have A minor. Okay, and so you write A major is just written as A. A minor, you write it like so. Okay, so then you have 7ths and other things like that, but I want you to, oh, well, I'll give you one more. And then you have a sustain chord is kind of like the opposite of a minor. You go up, so this was a C sharp. You probably can't see that. So this was a C sharp. So you go up again, and you're playing a D now. So that's like playing an A where the pinky would go on the 3rd fret of the B string, and that's called an A sus. Okay, so play around with that and try to take this knowledge and apply it to the E chord that I taught you, because it's the same thing. So just rewrite all this, but in the key of E, and try to figure out what frets you would need to change to make it E minor, E major, and E sustain.